menu laced with sex and sin, and it was a recipe that shot her to international fame. Today, though, it's a very different Madonna who's preparing for motherhood the second time around. She's moved to England and become terribly British, and even her latest movie has her in a role as an expectant mum, as Damien Ryan reports from London.
When I first started out, I just wanted to be a professional dancer. And then I eventually moved into music, and then I just wanted to get one song played on the radio. I mean, I never imagined that from that point, all these things would happen to me.
She is, without a doubt, the most famous woman in the world. From the age of 20, Madonna Ciccone has trodden a steady path from Detroit to New York, penniless dancer to material girl. Award-winning recording artist to multi-millionaire new age mother of one.
Is there a downside to being Madonna?
There's a downside to being hugely famous and to being a celebrity, especially in today's society, because people have so many expectations, so many preconceived notions about what they think you are and who they think you are. And, you know, one group of people wants you to act like this and the other group of people wants you to do that. And, you know, it's like, you know, you have to be really careful. You have to turn off all the noise and not listen to anyone.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
Now, after half a lifetime in the spotlight, that fame means Madonna can take her time picking projects. She thinks her latest film, her first in 4 years, was worth the wait.
It was the first thing I read that I thought was about something different and important. I have something to tell you.
Is it good news or bad news?
Good news, I hope.
The next best thing is a romantic comedy with a twist. Madonna stars as Abby, a yoga teacher who falls pregnant in one night of drunken passion with her best friend, a gay man.
Oh, I missed you so much.
I'm pregnant with your baby.
Together, they form an unorthodox family until a love interest for Abby gets in the way.
Do you think it will redefine our view of the family and the family idea?
I hope so. I mean, I don't think it's going to single-handedly, you know, start a new movement and open everybody's mind, but if it starts to sort of chip away at that prejudice, then that's a good thing.
The on-screen union with good friend Rupert Everett has resulted in almost hysterical media interest in the couple.
I have a date.
No.
Yes.
Who with?
Ben Cooper, investment banker, New York.
Woo! Woo! Woo!
The high-profile friendship marked the start of Madonna's current love of all things British. It's a love that last year led her to make a permanent move to the United Kingdom.
When I was recording the soundtrack to Evita, I lived here. And I started meeting like friends and forming an infrastructure here. Then when I filmed the movie, once again, I spent a large amount of time here. And then when I worked on my last record, I worked with an English producer. So it's been a slow thing, and Rupert and, you know, I don't know. There's a lot of Brits in my life right now.
The main Brit in her life right now is new love, English film director Guy Ritchie. He is fast getting used to life as Mr. Madonna, the constant surveillance and endless rumours of marriage.
The hard thing is that you become public property and people think that, you know, they take a picture of you and then they make up any story and then everyone thinks it's true and then you go around going, no, I didn't say that. No, that's not true.
And you get sick of putting out the spot fires, or you just don't bother?
Sometimes I don't bother. It's exhausting. Sometimes I do. Depends.
She has established a reputation for being part diva, part fearsome businesswoman. But it seems these days the material girl is happy enough to lie low with a new man, raise her daughter, manage the Madonna empire and practice her yoga.
Yoga teaches you to not be attached to those things, to maintain a level of balance so that when good things happen to you and bad things happen to you, it doesn't bring you up and down all the time. You just are a happy person, regardless.
And parenthood also helps.
When I'm freaked out or feeling down about something, my daughter always takes me out of bad moods or feeling sorry for myself. Definitely.
And she'll have a second reason soon. That interview was done just before Madonna announced her second pregnancy.